What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel, Super CBTV. It's your girl AP here. Don't forget, I love ya. I need you. Like, subscribe. 2024 got off to a really crazy start, and it has not stopped. All gas, no brakes. We're about to jump in. Just a heads up, at the end of this video, we go into the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. The list came out. We have a bunch of names. A lot of old people, but a lot of people that would surprise you too. It's kind of crazy, but anyway, let's get into it.
I'm sorry, but what is happening next year? The latest predictions from The Simpsons are genuinely terrifying. And it's not just terrifying because of what it is, it's scarier because it is really that believable now. So, as I'm sure you're aware, The Simpsons has predicted so many events throughout history, whether you want to call it predicting or just being crazy coincidences, things such as the election of Donald Trump with these photos being literally identical, 9/11, COVID-19 in 2020. I mean, I could go on forever, just look it up, there is millions of them. But this one, I don't like it. Basically, in this episode, Homer is preparing a bunker, making sure he and his family are prepared for something that's about to happen. He has all the stocks and supplies for his family to be able to survive under in this bunker. And here we go, stick with me. Because Springfield is about to be hit by a deadly solar storm, this catastrophic event then leads to a complete shutdown of essentially the world. No internet, no electricity, everything comes to a close, basically like a fallout. The solar superstorm could wipe out the internet for weeks, months, even years. It could take it down forever if it's that strong. Why is this so scary? Buckle in. First of all, a few weeks ago NASA made this discovery about the sun. Literally a great big gaping hole on the sun, which they said is essentially a solar storm brewing. Now, this hole on the sun is large enough to engulf 60 Earths. So yeah, it's pretty big. And what's coming out of this hole? Well, it is currently releasing solar storms. And it's releasing these at a speed of 1.8 million miles an hour. And yes, they could be heading to Earth pretty fast. Now, even scarier again, Baba Vanga, a very famous woman who had predicted tons and tons of events throughout history, said in 2024 Earth will be hit by a huge solar storm. And again, even scarier, the film that everybody is going crazy about right now on Netflix, Leave the World Behind, where essentially this exact thing happens. No, I'm done. I'm actually done.
So now that you guys saw that, we're going to jump into all the recent event TikToks.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has kicked off 2024 with a dire warning to the U.S. This could be the first of many newsmaking headlines coming from the leader as Americans prepare to go to the polls to choose a president. Natalie Brand has more details from Washington, D.C.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un rang in the new year with a rally hours after making new threats. Earlier, Kim ordered his military leaders to, quote, thoroughly annihilate the U.S. and South Korea if provoked. North Korea test-fired its most advanced ballistic missile on December 18th. Experts say Kim could increase testing of ICBMs capable of reaching the U.S. in response to this year's presidential election. Analysts on the region say Kim views the testing as a way to get more concessions from the U.S. if former President Donald Trump is reelected. Kim and Trump met for face-to-face negotiations in 2018 in an attempt to denuclearize the peninsula, but the talks fell apart. Since 2022, North Korea has conducted more than 100 missile tests, prompting the U.S. and South Korea to expand their joint military drills. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Kim warned that war could break out on the Korean peninsula at any time over the U.S. and South Korean military provocations.
That was intense.
Apparently, the ocean is acting
January 2nd.
different in California, causing mass floods everywhere, out of nowhere. And see, one thing that we have to realize is we're in some strange ass times when anything can happen. But do y'all see how quick the sea level just rose out of nowhere? This is out of nowhere. Yeah, like Poseidon and Aquaman and all them aquatic ass niggas that spit the block yesterday. Do y'all see this crazy shit? Literally out of nowhere. like this, and their whole reality changed. And it's very important in the times that we in that we stay vigilant for anything that happens. Flash floods, tornadoes, volcanoes, sinkholes. Because I know the people that was on this pier was not expecting it. Just imagine you been on this pier and big ass waves is clobbering right where you standing at. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this flash tsunami that happened in California in the comments. Like or follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Follow me on YouTube if you want the exclusive content. Stay tapped in.
It looked like it was, it flooded pretty good. And the people who were just standing at that pier, who got videos of that wave coming in, it was so intense. The way that it came in, it was really bizarre.
After the apocalypse, the United Nations States of America, UNSA, replaced the United States of America.
Welcome to your weekly What the did Alexa just say? Alexa, what's the United Nations States of America?
It was formed from various organizations and species, including Starfleet Command and the Voltan races.
Alexa, are you drunk right now? Okay. So, Alexa, what's the United Nations States of America?
After the United States of America, the United Nations States of America, UNSA, was formed. It is a new nation created after the apocalypse that replaced the original United States of America.
Alexa, where did you get that information?
From Axios.com. Any search engine can quickly reveal your phone number, address, and family information with a surprising level of detail.
That's great.
While on paper the organization operates as a more hands-on form of the United Nations, the United States of America, due to its involvement as the sole superpower that forcibly took each participating nation and made them part of the organization, controls most of the goings-on of United Earth.
I can't.
Okay, I know what you guys are thinking. I'm reaching with that one. But whatever that was, so many people tried that as like a trend. They tried their Alexa or their Google or whatever, and all same thing, same answers. Just so bizarre.
Massive explosions from manhole covers and power outages all across Roosevelt Island in New York have people wondering what in the world is going on. So at around 6 o'clock this morning, numerous reports of multiple explosions and buildings shaken on Roosevelt Island were reported. And as of that time, currently numerous emergency crews and other agencies were responding to reports of multiple explosions causing buildings to shake on Roosevelt Island near Astoria. Now, the firefighters in New York were looking at the manholes to figure out where in the world these explosions were coming from. Emergency responders reported feeling vibrations in both Roosevelt Island, Manhattan, and Queens, and allegedly requested that energy firm Con Edison address the power outages in several of these buildings. Well, as of about 30 minutes ago, people all across New York City started to get this message. It said that the United States Geological Survey reports a 1.7 magnitude earthquake has occurred near Astoria, Queens, and that is the reason for all the manhole explosions and the power outages and the building shaking. So if you live in New York or know anybody that does, ask them, did they feel this earthquake, and did you?
This is right after the Japan earthquakes the next day.
What did you hear?
Gunshots.
Oh, that's what that was? I didn't hear that. I just heard screaming.
Yeah, no, that's why I came running. I heard the
Bueno, para que sean testigos de cuando se produce una llamada a todo.
What did you hear?
gunshots.
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah, no, that's why I came right now.
All right, so a psychic went on Fox News.
Okay. About the creature in the Miami Mall. So that happened like January 3rd. These videos started coming out that there's all these police presence at this mall and that there was a shooting or some kind of gunshots heard. People running out of the mall screaming, which, you know, when you're in a mall and you hear gunshots, that's kind of what happens. But I don't know. I couldn't find anything else on that. I'll update you if I find anything in the future. I thought it was interesting. That's why I was sharing it. There was 2 different POVs of the mall and whatever was going on. I still haven't found anything out about it, but just so you know.
To predict Trump's 2024, and you guys gotta see this.
Let's do just one card. We like that one.
What is that?
I mean, I do recognize that I'm at Fox TV. I have a sense of loss. A sense of loss. But it's very specific. No, let me move on.
That's so embarrassing.
Rapid fire top news from the past couple days. We had the earthquake that struck Japan. That was a 7.6 magnitude and at least 48 people have passed away. There were 5 earthquakes within 9 hours all along California's coast. There was an earthquake in Queens, New York, which rattled buildings, and an earthquake near Washington, D.C. that was felt from Maryland to Virginia. A plane carrying 379 people crashed into an earthquake relief Coast Guard plane on the tarmac in Japan. Luckily, all 379 people were evacuated off the plane safely after it completely burst into flames, but 5 people passed away from that Coast Guard plane incident. As many as 10 patients have passed away from a nurse injecting tap water instead of fentanyl at Oregon's Asante Hospital. She allegedly did this to cover up the misuse of hospital supply of pain meds. Because tap water is not sterile, it led to multiple different infections. A former Pennsylvania lieutenant governor candidate and outspoken voice in the conservative parental rights school movement has been charged with punching a teenager while hosting an underage drinking party at her Bucks County home in September. And a Minnesota woman has sued her dentist after receiving 4 root canals, 8 dental crowns, and 20 fillings in a single visit that said led to her disfigurement. She's also suing him for providing an unsafe dosage of anesthetics and falsifying medical records to cover it. These stories are reasons why people are afraid of the dentist.
That's wild, the dentist story. The earthquakes, I mean, it's been a lot.
Do you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with, don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built. So all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, it's 3 other black guys on there. Woo. Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get there?
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about.
I'm sorry, that would have me
So we all know that the Epstein list should be dropping any day now. Well,
We
Aaron
got it.
Rodgers
We got it.
on live TV calls out Jimmy Kimmel saying he
I'm not gonna lie, that whole Katt Williams interview, I was just so speechless. There's so much gold in that interview, and I think it's 2 hours, maybe almost 3 hours long. Worth a listen, worth a watch. It's so good. Oh, by the way, we're jumping into the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. If you're not interested and want to tick off, now's a good time. If you're interested in catching these pervs, let's jump in.
So we all know that the Epstein list should be dropping any day now. Well, Aaron Rodgers on live TV calls out Jimmy Kimmel saying he is someone that is hoping that list does not come out. Watch this clip and then I'll show you Jimmy's response after.
This has something to do with the Epstein list that came out?
Feels like
That's supposed to be coming out soon. That's supposed to be coming out soon.
Look, this guy's been waiting in his wine cellar.
Yeah.
I've been waiting in my wine cellar for this thing.
A lot of people, including Jimmy Kimmel, are really hoping that doesn't.
All right. Obviously, a clip from this particular program was run on Jimmy Kimmel's show whenever Aaron brought up the list, and then Jimmy mocked him for it. Aaron has not forgotten about that, but here we are, sitting right in front of that nice bottle of scotch. What do you say? I'm waiting to celebrate something.
Oh, yeah. Something
He's been waiting
That's
for
the
that.
one.
You've been waiting for
Hey,
that.
I'll tell you what, if that list comes out, I definitely will be popping some sort of bottle.
Jimmy then quote tweeted it saying he's never been associated with Epstein, you won't find his name on any list, and him saying that put his family in danger, and if he keeps it up, he will debate the facts with him further in court. Ouch.
So the list came out, but they haven't released the entire list. And it was weird because they kept saying that they were going to release the entire list on the 22nd of January. And then all of a sudden part of it came out, but some of it's still redacted. It's just, I don't know.
The Jeffrey Epstein list is out. Do not eat these. Okay, so here's the official Epstein list, but they did redact 4 names. Okay, let's go over it. Obviously, Ghislaine Maxwell, Virginia Lee, Kathy Alexander, Miles Alexander, James Ostrich, Philip Barton, redacted. Kate Blanchett, which that hurt, dude. David Boies, Lauren Booth, Evelyn Boulay, Rebecca Boylan, Naomi Campbell. Girl, you weren't only throwing phones. Carolyn Casey, Paul Cassell, Sharon Churcher, Bill Clinton. Not shocking at all. David Copperfield, Alexander Cousteau, Cameron Diaz. That also hurts. What the fuck, Cameron? Leonardo DiCaprio. That's not shocking at all. Alan Dershowitz, Dr. Mona Devens, whatever. Redacted. Bradley Edwards, Amanda Ellison, Simmerly Espinoza, Jeffrey Epstein, obviously. Annie Farmer, Marie Farmer. There's a lot of girls on this. Alexandra Fikai, Crystal Figueroa, Anthony Figueroa. Were they married or siblings? Either way, weird. Luis Frey, Eric Ganny, Meg Garvin, Sheridan Gibson Butte, Robert Giuffre Al Gore. What? Ross Gow, Fred Graff, Philip Guderian, redacted. Shannon Harrison, Stephen Hawking. What? Stephen! Victoria Hazel, Brittany Henderson, Brett Jeff, Michael Jackson, oh God, Carol Robert Kess, Dr. Karen Kutikoff, only one doctor so far, Peter Listerman, George Lucas, sorry, this is my first time reading this, Tony Lyons, Bob Meister, Jamie Melanson, Lynn Miller, Marvin Minsky, redacted, David Mullen, Joe Pagano, Mary Paluga, J. Stanley Pottinger, Joseph Ricari, Michael Rader, Mark Tafoya, Brent Tyndall, Kevin Thompson, Donald Trump, Ed Tootle. Stop. Emma Kimberly Vaughn Edwards, Crescenda Valdez, Anthony Valadares, Maritza Vasquez, Vicky Ward, Jaron Weisfeld, Courtney Wild, Bruce Willis, Daniel Wilson, Andrew Albert. That is a long name, Mr. Duke of New York. And this isn't even the entire list. This is just part of the list. But I thought it should be on TikTok. So there we go. Spread the word. I feel like it's so illegal. Like, why can't you just...
Wow. Some of those names, I mean, okay. Most are older. You know, I don't see any, not that I know of or that struck me, any celebrity or big names on there that were, I don't know, below 30 and below, 35 and below. I don't, Leo was on there.
It's redact names, but you have to put everyone. I don't understand.
George Lucas was on there. Star Wars. I mean, come on. What?
Some of the names mentioned in the Jeffrey Epstein documents that were just released today are crazy. So let's take a look at a few things we learned today. First of all, there's some seeming confirmation on the fact that Stephen Hawking was enjoying some illicit activities with Jeffrey Epstein. As you can see right here, this is an email from Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell. It says, you can issue a reward to any of Virginia's friends, acquaintances, family that come forward and help prove her allegations are false. The strongest is the Clinton dinner and the new version in the Virgin Islands that Stephen Hawking participated in an underage orgy. Now, I don't know why they would be scrambling to find someone who could deny this if it didn't actually happen, but I don't know, that just sticks out to me. There's also some doubling down on the accusations against Prince Andrew. We knew these were true already. He obviously did this, but in these documents, it just spells out exactly what happened, who was, flown to meet Prince Andrew and where. Then you have some really creepy stuff about Bill Clinton that came out. The documents literally show that they were asked, did Jeffrey ever talk to you about Bill Clinton? And it was answered, he said one time that Clinton likes them young, referring to girls. Obviously, there were hundreds of pages of information that were released today, so I'm sure more people are going to find more concerning things in them, but I just want to state that obviously I think that all of this has already been washed, so we're never even going to find out a glimmer of the real truth, but I do think at least this is a step in the right direction.
Oh, Stephen Hawking's. Oh, honey. What in the world? Can you imagine? Oh, my goodness. Mr. Roboto rolling in there for a massage. Oh, honey. Yeah, that's right. He deserves it. Burn in hell, Stephen. I hope your wheels are sticking to the floor. That's disgusting. Disgusting people. These sick people.
I'm just catching up on the Jeffrey Epstein documents. Stephen Hawking. The guy in the wheel. What? And I guess this was known? We had photos of this guy in a submarine trip set up by Ghislaine.
Look at this guy.
Stephen Hawking. I don't know what to say, man. If you had me guess all the people that were going to be involved in it, Stephen Hawking. Funny how life works. There is no God, according to Stephen Hawking. Alhamdulillah. Good night, everybody.
Pay attention and listen, because Katt Williams explains why Mark Zuckerberg is building an underground bunker. Look.
What he building a $270 million bunker? What do you know that we don't know, Katt?
Kim Jong-un? What? I don't know what you don't know.
Do you understand that people that are not very bright are in charge of nuclear bombs all across the country?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he knows. He knows that 30% of all weapons systems are running off regular Wi-Fi. So what does that mean? That means if a solar flare or a meteor hits either one of those, literally a bomb can go off just because the system accidentally got turned off. Yeah, that's what he knows. The people that are in power know that the people that are running the most complicated and deadliest things on the planet are just an average idiot. And you know lots of idiots.
I do.
Yep. And these people are not special. Back in the day they were.
Yeah.
Not today. Not today.
I told you guys, we get so much gold out of that Katt Williams interview. I mean, I could just do an hour-long video off of it alone. It was so good.
A TikTok user by the name of Jackson the City was in Sunny Isle Beach in Miami, Florida, when all of a sudden he noticed a very strange phenomenon in the horizon. What looks like a huge city, the only problem is there is no city visible from Sunny Isle Beach. So what the heck is going on here? Check this out.
So I'm with a pair, I'm in Miami, near Sunny Isles. I see some weird shit. I want somebody to help me. So I'm gonna show you some comparisons, right? That's a yacht right there, you can see. That's a sailboat right there, that you can see. I'm scan over here real quick. That is a cargo ship right there that you can see. Somebody on a jet ski. What the fuck is that? I come out here all the time. I know what cargo ships look like. That's one right there. This one seems like it's further out behind it. It looks like a fucking city. What is that shit?
Isn't that crazy? That was on January 3rd.
Check this out, y'all. You know what this is? You already know. Look at all the stuff happening in Florida, y'all. Florida is it. Look at this. This is Florida. Fort Walton Beach. I zoomed in, y'all. Let's see if we see anything. Look at that one. That looks like a portal. Oh, wow. Yo. What an amazing time to be alive. Florida got all the bangers.
The craziest stuff is happening in Florida right now. I mean, the creatures at the Miami Mall. Then we had the last video was Florida, and now this one.
Are things in life feeling a little off, a little different, a little out of sync for you? Because I'm feeling this way. Plus, I'm not sleeping much at night at all. I made a video about this a couple days ago, but last night something happened, and now I know it's not just me. Now, while I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I live in Reno, Nevada now, and last night I decided to go to the convenience store at about 1:30 in the morning. It's only about 5 or 6 blocks away, so I decided to walk, clear my head, pick up a few snacks. Maybe it'll kind of get my reality back to being straight. Then when I get back to my apartment building, my landlord's outside. He's moving some stuff around. Let me tell you, this guy is never up at night, ever. He's a great guy, and he's always doing work around the place in the morning. Like probably the latest is 8 a.m., but usually around 7. So it's like 1:45, 2 in the morning, and I say, "Why are you up so late?" And he tells me, "I haven't been able to sleep for the past 3 or 4 days." Same as me, same exact thing. And I know I've told people this before, but I'm going to say it again. I can hear my neighbor at night. He's up till like 2, 3 in the morning. And I want to tell you, in the 4 years of us living next to each other, that guy goes to sleep at 9 o'clock every single night. Something is going on. I don't know what it is. It's messing with our frequencies or something a little bit. Now, like I said, this just started with me a few days ago, so I thought it would just go away. No. It's doubling down. It's happening more, and it's happening to people around me too. So I seriously want to know if anybody else is experiencing this, has been experiencing this, or if they were and it stopped. Because I gotta believe something is up. I don't know what it is, but something's up. My body's feeling it. My neighbor's feeling it. My landlord is feeling it. My neighbor's feeling it. People who have commented me are feeling it. So please let me know if it's affecting you too. Okay, Booshkies, Shabadoo.
So the reason why I'm bringing up that TikTok, not only because it, was shared a lot and it had a lot of likes, but I went through the comments and everybody was either saying that they had that same problem or that they have been waking up at 3 or 4 in the morning since like a little bit before Christmas or maybe before Thanksgiving. And I don't know, I just found that interesting because me too might mean nothing.
Martin tried to put me in my first dress. When he had to go on his hiatus, he tell me, Katt, when I come back, I need you. You my young partner, you my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We gonna do it together. We gonna do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my motherfucking word, my nigga. Go do what you gotta do. When you come back, I'm in your movie. Don't trip. I don't need to see the script or nothing. You know, we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House 2. I almost died. And I gotta read this script in front of all these good white people. Where this nigga want me to get in a dress with him. And I'm literally saying to everybody, why is he in a dress again? You already played the old lady as an FBI agent. We can play anything now. We can be playing a dog catcher this time. Why do we need to be in a dress? And I get so mad, I say, you don't want me. You want Brandon T. Jackson. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said it, they went and got him. Just like I'm telling you, I had that other dude's work. I had all of it. All I did was say, I want to punch it up so it's not offensive to real niggas. And that's how I got in this position.
I sure hope I have a Club Shay Shay after this year.
It's gonna be in a dimension it's never been.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The greatest thing floating in 2024. Mark the words. No way. In a whole different realm of business. Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Watch. God's people ain't that few.
Oh my goodness. I hope that his podcast is okay. After that interview, it's so good. Such a good interview.
Look, you guys, deers are now on the attack. They are attacking people, y'all. Look at this. The deer's attacking them. He said he's been doing this for 5 minutes. He came out, made his coffee, and then the deer just came out, started attacking him.
The buck?
He said it's me.
Stop, motherfucker. What's your deal?
Look at his hair, y'all. Look at his hair. He's been fighting it for a while.
Would you just look out your window? I was making...
Look, you guys, deers are now on the attack. They are attacking people, y'all. Look at this. The deer's attacking them. He said he's been doing this for 5 minutes. He came out, made his coffee, and then the deer just came out, started attacking him.
The buck?
He said it's me.
Stop, motherfucker. What's your deal?
Look at his hair, y'all. Look at his hair. He's been fighting it for a while.
Would you just look out your window? I was making my fucking coffee.
He was making the coffee. The deer attacked him. Oh, man, look at him, boy. Hey.
Holy crap. I'll let you go. You're going to go your way. I'm going to go mine.
He's so tired. Look at him. Yep. That is the second deer video I've came across within a month. And this is the new year, and we already have a deer attack, y'all. So we can definitely say this year is going to get a lot more interesting. It's going to increase. And I'm going to keep sharing with you interesting things during these interesting times.
I'm so sorry, you guys. I was taking that so serious at first, and then he said, look at his hair. And he did look so tired, and he had been fighting it for a while. And I don't mean to laugh, but that was, whew, that got me. Oh. Well, I hope you guys like today's TikToks. The new year has kicked off to a crazy start, but I feel like they do this every new year. Every new year, it's Doomsday, it's end of the world. This is the year it's going to happen, and hey, we're still here. We still got to keep going. We still got to stay positive. Don't forget, like me, sub, love ya. Bye.